So congrats, kind of the big win, man. It's been a long time coming. How's it feel to finally get a big UFC debut and have it so successfully?
You know, I gave my coach a heart attack there a few times. Had an earful just then, but no.
What did he say?
Oh, he just said, I love you, but I hate you. Yeah, no, but yeah, I couldn't have asked for a better debut. You know, I went for a bit of adversity there from the first round. That triangle was getting tighter. You know, all credit to my opponent for, you know, stepping up, taking this fight on short notice. You know, making that weight, making the trip down under. It's not a big ask. It's not an easy task. So my hat's off to him. But yeah, you could see my my experience in that fight. You know, even though I was down on the first round, you know, I wasn't swayed by it. You know, I just had to push through, and you saw that. Yeah.
You said the triangle was tight. Just take us through it. How close was it?
Oh, it was getting tighter, but you know, I stood up at the right time, and I slammed him on his head. That kind of loosened it up just enough, and then I slipped my arm out, and then, you know, it was all good from there. But yeah, it was tough. You know, he took a lot of shots there. He was one punch away from stopping the fight, but yeah, it was a good fight.
What was that walkout like, man? Was it kind of how you imagined it all this time?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I've pictured this a long time. I've been in the sport for, you know, more than 9 years now. I took the hard route to get to the UFC, but yeah, I'm happy to be here, and happy. Hopefully, I can stay. You know, I want to try to get on that Melbourne card February 9th with my teammate Israel. You know, we can go on the camp together through Christmas, and yeah, I want a quick turnaround. You know, I'm here to hopefully save the flyweight division. There's rumours that it's going to go under, but you know, hopefully that fight showed that we're exciting and we should be here.
What did you think of Joseph Benavidez? It was his win yesterday, and he was sort of pleading as well. I don't know if you saw, in a lot of ways, with the company to keep the flyweight division around. Did you see that, and do you feel like if there's more impressive performances like yours and Joseph's, there's a chance you guys can kind of save it?
Yeah, I saw what he said after the fight. He's like, I ain't fucking leaving. Like off Wolf of Wall Street. But yeah, you know, I'm a big fan of Joe. He was on the Ultimate Fighter with me as one of the coaches. I love his fight style, and you know, me and him, we want to showcase that we're exciting, and just because we're small and not the tallest on the card, we're still exciting and put bums in seats, you know. So yeah, hopefully we can stick around. Yeah.
Do you think you'll sort of campaign to the guys in the back, maybe speak to Sean Shelby or Mick Maynard and see if you can sway them as well, sort of in private conversations?
Oh, definitely, but you know, I'm open for what the UFC want to do with me. Hopefully I showed that I should be here. And I class Australia as a hometown. You know, it's only a 4-hour flight. But yeah, to see my friends and family up on the top tier, they did a haka for me as well after my fight as I was walking backstage. So you know, that's just awesome, and I couldn't ask for many more.
I was going to ask you, Dan Hardy spoke about the adversity. We asked you about it, and you said you kind of like to go through it in your fights. Is it something that you can almost plan for? Would you have been disappointed if you didn't go through the adversity? How do you sort of factor that into, I guess not preparations, but sort of your mindset going into the fight?
Yeah, so you're in these long fight camps, you know, 12 weeks. Just as it's awesome to get a first round knockout, you know. I would love that as well, but to go through a three round war, and you can really show that, you know, I was tested everywhere, on the ground, on the stand up, my cardio, my conditioning. You know, there's no holes in my game now. You can see that. So I just like to showcase that when I fight.
What did you think of having Israel cageside? Did you hear him when he was yelling at you? He was pretty animated, jumping up and down at times during the fight.
Yeah, I could hear him. You know, when you watch him, when you hear him and watch him, you can see all the reactions. He can't lie. So you know, he's slipping and he's doing what I should be doing. You know, feinting, all that. I could hear him real clear because at City Kickboxing we use a certain system, so you only know those few names, the calls or whatever. So I could hear that, and yeah, I was trying to do what he was telling me to do, but you know, in the heat of the moment, you're just going to do what you know and what you always go back to.
Well, I was going to ask sort of how helpful that was when he was yelling instructions, and also did he say anything to you afterwards?
He didn't say anything else to me after. I heard him say congrats. You know, all that hard work's paid off. I'm just glad to have him, you know, ringside. All the support, you know, it's much appreciated.
Have you gotten a text message from Dan Hooker yet? I imagine he'd be pretty animated.
Yeah, he would have gone through, you know, a stroke just watching that fight. I'm sure he's, you know, just getting ready for his fight in a few weeks against Edson and Milwaukee. So, you know, that shows that what our gym's about. Even though we've got guys fighting every week, you know, we've still got a few guys back home just grinding, getting ready for their time. So it's just the atmosphere and the environment that we've created. You know, we're always there for each other, but you know, I like quick turnarounds. I want to get back in there and hopefully get on that Melbourne card.
He ate so many of your shots. Were you surprised at how durable he was?
Yeah, he was tough. I could see a few times, him grunting a bit, and I can see, when you see someone's eyes and they don't want to be there. The whole time he was kind of always there, looking at me. So, and he was always throwing up kicks, so I had to be careful of that. Full credit to him. He's a tough kid.
And he was very dangerous on the ground. Was that something that was told in between rounds to try to stay away? He was going for the legs quite a few times.
Yeah, right from the start, he went for that single leg, dropped down for a heel hook. We're pretty dry, so you can get caught there. I just had to, stick to what I know and just grab the hands and stop him from kind of trying to go for my ankle. But yeah, he trains with, some good high caliber guys like Anthony Pettis and Sergio, they're his cousins, so they've got slick ground game, so, it rubs off.
And you did the Aussie chant at the end there. How awesome is it to have the Aussies supporting you as well as the Kiwis?
Oh, it's amazing having, so much support around here. Even though I'm not in my hometown, it feels like it.
And you say you want to be on the Melbourne card. You got any names in mind for that?
I don't really mind. I could go up to bantamweight if they want me to. I'm coming into the UFC on a 5-fight win streak at bantamweight. I showed that I can make flyweight and still look big. I was a lot bigger than my opponent. I could feel it in the clinch. Anytime he had my hips, I'd just bump him off. So either flyweight or bantamweight, I'm ready. I just want to get on that Melbourne card. I love Melbourne. It's a cool city, and I love to find the same show as Izzy as well.
Izzy obviously has the big fight, but his dream is to have the massive card in New Zealand in front of all the local fans. You, Dan Hooker, Israel, New Zealand, is that like a dream that kind of is one step closer to coming together for you?
Definitely, that's always been the dream was to get in the UFC, but have a UFC card in Auckland that I'm a part of. I was at the UFC the last time it came to Auckland back in June 2016. I was campaigning for that fight on a 3-fight win streak. I just came short and I didn't get on the card. I was pretty gutted that I couldn't perform in front of my hometown. So hopefully next time around, 2019, let's bring the UFC back to Auckland. We've got so many guys, me, Izzy, Dan, Shane as well. All Kiwi grown, all from City Kickboxing, so it would be amazing for that to happen. Sweet. Cheers,
Awesome,
guys.
bro.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Cheers,